I've been super busy since the beginning of December, but I've got a little bit of time this morning. I want to do something for my portfolio. It's time to do some product photography. Okay, so here's the final setup after I tweaked it a whole bunch. Fuji X-T4, 16 to 80 millimeters set at 80 millimeters. I am at f11. I've got 3 Godox flashes going. My main light is shooting through a scrim over here. I've got the 80-100. We need to talk about that light someday. That is becoming one of my favorite lights. Okay, so that's bouncing through a scrim. I've got a black background. Ended up switching from white so I could control it a little bit better. I've got a Godox V1 in a small little softbox, kind of doing an overhead thing. I ended up putting a blue gel inside there to give some blue light. Godox V1 on the background with a grid and a red gel on that. And I also was using this rubber snoot that came along that keeps falling down. Doesn't want to sit on here because I've got the gel on here, I think, is why it doesn't sit very well. But it kind of went like that so that I could control a nice little circle on the background. And then last but not least, I've got a little mirror right here, and what it's doing is creating a highlight along the arm of the glasses right there. And that is the overall set. All that's left to do is a little retouching as far as dust on the glasses. I also shot 3 exposures for focus stacking. I may definitely implement that. And I think maybe a tiny bit of color grading, which will just be a little bit of contrast probably. Out of the camera, they're pretty nice. And this little photo shoot will be done. And I got a nice little portfolio piece out of it. So what'd you guys think? Did you like that shot? I thought it turned out pretty well. You know I love being in the studio. I love creating product photography, and it's just one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite places to shoot, and so glad I could take a little bit of time and do that. It probably took me 2 hours, maybe 3 by the time I get done with the processing. Maybe 3 hours of my time, but I got a nice little portfolio piece out of it, and as always, I just enjoy it. I love being in the studio. So thanks for watching. If you guys got comments, leave me a comment. If you got questions, leave me a question. I would love to hear questions as well. And if you haven't subscribed, maybe subscribe. Now's the chance. And give me a thumbs up if you would. I appreciate it. Hope your 2023 is going well. I've got to hustle out of here because I've got a house I've got to photograph. I've started to do some real estate photography, and that's coming up this afternoon. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. So have a great day. I will see you guys in the next video very soon. Have a good weekend.